First of all, the parents. First of all, I'd like to salute the parents for supporting the students, both emotionally and monetarily. I'd like to thank the instructors for contributing to our success. I'd like to thank my freshman babies for surviving. I'd like to thank the sophomores for improving. I'd like to thank the juniors for assuming next year's leadership role. And most of all, I'd like to thank the seniors for providing this year's leadership, and I wish them the best in the future. God bless you all. Unfortunately, we got started a little late tonight, and so I'd like to begin the ceremonies if I could while you're eating dessert. So, I'm going to begin with what has become, since I've been at Kennedy, the traditional my look at the year, so to speak, and hopefully it'll rekindle a few memories for you as well. First of all, I'd just like to say how nice it is to see everybody all dressed up, and you look a lot different than you do in uniform when you're all hot and sweaty. The girls have to put their hair under their hats, yeah, of course. Good. Only fitting. Right off the bat, I think on the part of everybody, I'd like to thank the banquet committee headed by Don Idem and Patty Mon for the wonderful job they did tonight. Food was certainly plenty of it and very, very good. I've always got mixed emotions at the year-end banquet. It's a fun awarding those who have contributed to the success of the regiment, yet it's really hard to say goodbye to people who have meant so much to me and the program, both students and parents alike. I'll begin where we all began, at band camp. Yes, those great 2 weeks. At least for you, they were a great 2 weeks. I can only remember half of band camp for some weird reason, though. Yeah, I gotta admit, I thought of you a lot when you're out there in that 100-degree plus weather. And we were all, cuddled up in Alaska with sweaters on. Anyway, I will admit, though, besides the obvious that was certainly a highlight for me that year, I was really pleased when I came home to find that you were performing what, as we both know, is a very, very difficult opener. Because when I left, it was anything but ready to perform. So, again, you're to be congratulated. That was a job well done. I have some bad news for everybody, though. Lloyd, I hope you're listening, but unfortunately, we're not going to do West Side Story again. Now, even I thought going for 4 years in a row might really be precedent. You quit, okay. However, I have to say one thing about it, though. West Side Story 3 did bring us a lot of success this year, as evidenced by that. How much of it was West Side Story and how much of it was your performance? Well, that's debatable, I guess. Okay, certainly the highlight of the season had to be the Palmdale tournament, where we were fortunate enough to garnish 11 awards. And that kind of monstrous trophy you see over there is the perpetual trophy for this event. And hopefully, if all goes well, we will return it here next year. Certainly what we hope for. And jump the fence again. Okay. By the way, if you get a chance to look up there, you'll notice that our name has been added to the plaque. I'd also think a highlight for all of us had to be that Fiesta Bowl trip, for those of us that were fortunate enough to go on it. I just want to say on behalf of all the chaperones, and certainly myself, that it really is very pleasurable to have a group of students like yourselves to work with, because there's not nowadays it's hard for teachers to have faith and trust in you, and you did a fine job at Fiesta Bowl, both in performance and conduct, and I really, really was pleased with that trip. Good job. Okay. I want to congratulate everybody on that trip too, because those of you that marched it along with me realized that that was a nice long 7 miles, and nobody fell out, and that's very good, including the tuba line. This year we took 2 groups to the District Music Festival, concert band and a wind ensemble. As you all know, hopefully, the concert band received an excellent rating. The wind ensemble received a superior rating, thus enabling us to go for the first time ever since I've been at Kennedy to the regional festival at San Diego State, where we received an excellent rating on stage and a superior rating in sight reading. And very, very good job. We also had a pretty good time at SeaWorld. I know a highlight of that SeaWorld trip for me certainly was sitting up on the top of that Shamu Stadium and watching all of you on the bottom getting drenched by Shamu. Yes, we even have a slide of that for you later. It was also great, I mean fantastic, seeing the color guard return to the competitive guard circuit. Very pleased. And after taking a year hiatus, they came back and placed in the top 5 at every event they entered. And that speaks very well for them because it was very tough competition. Good job. Very proud of you. Well, when you talk about the jazz band, certainly one of the highlights for us has to be the Fullerton College Jazz Festival, where we moved the group into advanced class. They were nervous about it, as was I, but we were fortunate enough to place second out of about 18 groups. Very good. Good job. Another highlight, I think, for us certainly was that trip to Cuesta College. I enjoyed everything on that trip except that long, long hours that we spent on that bus. I swear, if we ever get that driver again. I mean, this guy could turn a 4-hour trip into 6 hours, no problem.
Be safe.
Tim's band, yeah, Tim's band was pretty hot. And, oh, by the way, I really did enjoy all those, water gun, what do you call it, water gun brigade. And if you don't have a use for those, I know a couple kids that would love to have a few of those. And finally, I'd like to thank one of the finest instructional staffs in Southern California by far. And I think it would be a good time for the students to thank them because they did a wonderful job for all of us. And all the effort, there is no way we could meet with the kind of success that we meet with if we did not have the support of a very strong parent booster club. And my hat's off to all of you. You did an excellent job. I appreciate it. And before we move into the awards, again, I just want to thank everyone for coming this evening. And I hope you enjoy the banquet as much as I know I am. Okay, it is awards time. The first thing I'm going to hand out is going to be a performance certificate to all of the students. I really believe this is a good idea. It's a nice memento for them to put in their yearbook and remember over the years what they did do this year. So I'm going to read off a list of names, but if I could, please, if I could get some help from a few of the leaders up here, I'd sure appreciate it. Okay, you're just going to help me hand out certificates. Yeah, please. 3 or 4. Oh, okay, we got plenty. We're getting there.
Oh, come on.
You guys play inside. Sit down.
Guys on this side, guys on that side.
I didn't write a list this year, so I need to read it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, if the following students, please hold your applause to the end in the interest of time. There's a lot of students, okay? If you could please come up and receive your certificate. These are the freshmen. And there's a few, to say the least. Okay, Michelle Aguirre. Michelle Aguilar, Carrie Bruns, Carrie Bouchard, Carrie Sink, okay. If anybody's not there, hang on, I'll get to you later. David Chung, June Chung, Randy Crane, Lynette Edmiston, Joni Evans, Chris Gay, Jeff Hatch, Kristen Gilliard,
Who's Jeff Hatch? Jeff
Michelle Holford,
I'll take the no here.
Evelyn Wang, Rita Wang,
Hey, Michelle, you have the biggest mouth I've seen when you yell.
Steve Lee,
Who's this? Rita.
Henry Lee,
I don't see her. I don't see Hank.
Tanya Lenny, Trish Litzo, Wendy Lynn, Melinda Lutz,
Melinda, you take care of Wendy.
Bonnie Oates,
Wait, where's Bonnie?
Ron Parker,
Congratulations. Good year. You go.
guys, can you hold down?
Awesome.
Jody P. Sorry, but I still can't pronounce it. Petronowitz. Thank you. Casey Prunty. Tammy Ridley.
No.
And Jacqueline Rumbold. And that's the freshman.
Hi, Squid.
Okay, the sophomore class. Angelique Ames. Mike On. Carolyn Bassett. Sherry Benson. Eric Curtis.
Next year. Yes. No.
Jason Denny. Lisa Dowd. Rhonda Gardner. Aaron Gilhouse. Ann Haw.
Congratulations.
Stacy Hackett. Tricia Hines. Karen Holcomb. Caroline Eidemer. Ben Lee. Jennifer Lubin.
In front where we can see you, man.
Kim Mays.
Is that on?
Heather Oaks.
No, it's not on. Yeah.
Holly Reed.
Congratulations.
Jill Smith. Anna Viscarando. And Daniel Yoon. That's the sophomores.
I got hers. Thank you.
Okay, the junior class. Deanne Brett. Nicole Crockman. Doreen Eli. Seth Gambetti. Rachel Guthrie. Troy Heinrichs.
Did you plan that or what?
Tim Jones. Sanuk Kim. Eric Witso. Mike Witso. Elizabeth Lutz. Joe Orozco. Lori Provenzano. Jennifer Rickard. Gilbert Ruiz.
I'm gonna sit down.
And Doug Wolf. That's the junior class.
Wait a minute. Seniors.
I know, but then we don't get to walk all the way up. You can give it to Oliver. Okay, yeah, go up there. You can give it to Oliver.
Okay, now the seniors. Okay, first young lady plays flute, Misty Bernard.
Sit down!
Next person plays anything and everything, from tenor sax to bassoon to electric bass, and very well too, Christy Chambers. She's also receiving a scholarship to Cal State Fullerton next year. Yeah, this next individual has been a lot of fun to have in the group, Danny Choi. And every group has their scholar and basketball star and trumpet player, Richard Davis. And another individual that's capable of playing a lot of different instruments, probably some of which I'll forget. She plays tenor sax in the marching band and bari sax in the jazz band and tuba in the festival parade. And she's going to UCLA next year and hopefully going to be in the band. Christine Erickson. Oh yeah. Next individual has had an interesting career too. Played tuba very, very well, by the way. And trombone when requested to, sitting in the lead jazz chair, which is not exactly easy. And at the last minute, being asked by a newspaper advisor to take over as editor, also not very easy. Scott Erickson. This is a hard class to let go from me, to be honest with you. This next individual just always enthusiastic. And what can you say? I mean, if I needed something done, I knew I could depend on Tammy Fuqua. I'm going to miss this next young lady a lot too, especially that pleasant smile she always brings around, and plays clarinet also, Julie First. I'd say I'm going to miss the next guy, but I got a feeling I probably won't. And not for the reasons you think. Not for the reasons you think. Because I got a feeling I'm going to see a lot of him, because he's just that kind of guy and he's going to be around. And I know I'm going to see him in corps this summer, and he certainly plays one heck of a nice trumpet, and that's Kevin Herring. Okay. This next person came in the program, just the last year or two, and has done a lot for us. She's filled, every need we had in the percussion area when asked to. She's a heck of a TA fourth period, even though she didn't sign up to be one. So Jennifer Hofer, please come on. And like I said, these are really hard. This next young lady was color guard captain and did a marvelous job. And that's Wendy Mon. Okay, another one of those individuals that can fill lots of needs. Head percussionist, drum major, piano player in the jazz band, and will be missed very much, Doug Ridley. Okay, that brings us to... every time I look at these names and I think of what they were like when they came in as freshmen and how they're going out as seniors, and they really have matured and become fine young adults. And I'm going to miss Lisa Ruiz a lot, and she plays percussion and flute and a little bit of everything for us. Please come up. If you haven't had the opportunity yet to see the yearbook, please take an opportunity. And not only has this young lady helped us a lot in color guard, but she's the editor, or I guess co-editor of the yearbook, and it's a marvelous yearbook, and that's Priya Singh.
Priya, turn around.
Yeah, another one of those individuals that can do a lot of things. Played any sax I ever asked her to play, and lead alto, I guess, the last 3 years in the jazz band, and French horn in the wind ensemble, and going to be very much missed. Also going to UCLA. But I did a really good job, didn't I? I'm an SC alumnus, and they're all going to UCLA. That's Trish Warner. Okay, at this time, I'd like to acknowledge and thank, if they could stand by their standing, and we'll applaud at the end, the section leaders for this year. And boy, I hope I get this right. Okay. Well, there always seems to be changes within the year. Let's see. Flutes, Rachel Guthrie. Please just stand where you are. Clarinet, Karen Holcomb. Alto sax, Trish Warner. Tenor sax, Christy Chambers. Trumpets, Kevin Herring and Seth Gambetti. Trombones and baritones, Eric and Mike Lietzo. Basses, Scott Erickson. And percussion, Doug Ridley. That was the section leaders for this year. Okay, sit down. Okay, the ones for next year on flute, it will again be Rachel. On clarinet, we'll have Lori Provenzano. Alto sax, Tim Jones. Tenor sax, Trish Lietzo. Trumpets, Seth Gambetti. Trombones and baritones, Eric and Mike again. And that will be the section leaders for next year. We're going to wait until further in the summer on the basses and percussion because we have new instructors in those areas. All right, I'd also like to thank the band council for this year and color guard council, the officers, if you will. If they could stand, please. The band president is Christine Erickson. The secretary treasurer is Christy Chambers. The color guard president is Tammy Fuqua. Color guard secretary treasurer is Ann Haw. And the historian was Priya Singh. And the officers for next year, the president will be Mr. Smigma himself, Tim Jones. And in a very close election, and we even had to have a runoff for this one, which, by the way, believe it or not, was tied the second time we had the runoff. What? You don't believe it? Well, we're going to have two of them. Let's put it that way. The treasurer is going to be Mr. Money himself, Ben Lee. By the way, he promises to invest our money wisely. All those big bucks. And the secretary is going to be Melinda Less. The color guard president for next year is Deanne Bretz. The secretary treasurer is Carrie Sink. And the historian is Michelle Hopeless. Okay, at this time I'd like to thank the student leaders by giving them something. We'll start with, and they will announce next year's leaders also. First I'd like to thank a young lady that came over and transferred into our area and just did a marvelous job this year, and that would be our solo majorette, Joni Evans. I'd like to ask at this time if the color guard captain, Wendy Mon, could come up, and her assistant, Caroline Eidemann.
Okay, for next year, there's going to be a change. Instead of having a captain and an assistant, there's going to be 2 people as co's. Okay, so there's going to be 2 leaders that are equal. Okay, so next year's leaders are Ann Ha. And Trisha Hines.
Okay. I'd like to thank this year's drum major and assistant drum major at this time. Drum major Doug Ridley, and assistant drum major Troy Heinrich.
Real fast, I'd like to call back up here Troy, Wendy, and Caroline, because we have something that Mr. Cancel didn't know about.
Hey now. Family show.
Get yours? Would you like to get yours? I believe the brass section has a gift to give to Mr. Cancel. And the color guard has a gift to give to Mr. Cancel. And the full regiment also has something that we got him. So if the brass would go ahead and give.
Give it last.
Give it last.
Everybody else, all the brass will be last to the last.
Stand back. Troy, back up.
Will it work though? So wham it. Stress reliever.
And now for the color guard's gift.
Hardly wait. Let's see, color guard. Look at that.
Green sock.
A new flag.
New flag. Oh no, another one. Wait a minute. Hold on, you say? Artist, neat. Well, I'm okay. Artist are neat. They're really unique. Oh, I see. Okay. It's beautiful. Don't get me wrong. It says artists are neat. They're really unique.
And our last gift this evening is from the full regiment. And speaking for them, Mr. Cancel, there's a lot of thanks that you've given to everyone else, but when it comes right down to it, you're the person who's made this program work. And we all appreciate you very much, and this is from the full regiment.
good Christmas music. Oh, wow.
It's a whip.
It's a whip. Nice.
Down in front.
Oh, wow. I think I know already. But it's got my name on it, Shamrock Regiment, and if it's what I think it is. So the other one. Oh, yeah.
Big boot.
Nice boot. To the tongue. Nice. Kelly Griffin. All right. Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Okay, without any further ado,
Yeah.
the drum major and assistant drum major for next year. Our assistant drum major next year will be Elizabeth Lutz. And our drum major for next year, and I swear you better be holding some traditions, buddy, Troy Heinrichs.
Okay, at this time, I'd like to recognize the staff. If they could come up, please. Oh, gosh, there it is. Okay. The color guard instructors for this year, for the majority of the year, unfortunately, are not here this evening, but I would like to thank them with a round of applause at least, and that's Lori Watts and Eileen Andrioli. Color guard instructor for next year is here, and if she could come up, I'd appreciate it. That's Rhonda Minner. The marching instructors this past year, some of whom are here, hopefully. I know Dan is. Dan Eli and Roy Gonzalez. And unfortunately, I don't think Ryan Turner or Greg Clark are here, but... Well, thank God. So we got a little something for you, Dan and Lloyd. Thank you, sir.
Running block.
Okay, the drill designer this year, who also was a student teacher at Magnolia High School and Walker Junior High School, and soon to be band director somewhere in Southern California, hopefully, is sitting right in front of me. It's Mr. Richard King. The percussion instructor for this year, unfortunately, I don't think is here, but I would like to thank him anyway, and that's Eddie Drayton. And that's the staff as it was composed this year. And thank you all very much on behalf of all of us. Okay, and at this time, Rhonda is going to give out the awards to the color guard. Yeah, have them come up. But just do them one at a time. So start with that one. Put this down.
I've only been here since the last 2 weeks in April, and for me to come in and be able to pick someone out almost immediately and see that even from the time I was there that she improved just from when I was there was just incredible to me. And that's Carrie Sink. The next person I had the opportunity to march with when I was in the Guard 2 years ago And what else can be said about her? This is for outstanding flag. She's always there when you need her. She's always was there when I needed her when I was a leader 2 years ago. And that's Tammy Swiswa. The last award's for outstanding color guard member, and I also had the opportunity to march with this person. When she came in, she was like the runt of the pack. She was very, very weak and very, very shy and very quiet, and she's like totally turned around and has become this just totally different person. That's Wendy Mon.
I'd like to recognize our most improved bandsman and see if I select. That's what I thought. I selected 2. By the way, for those of you that have never had the opportunity to give, and choose awards, when you choose from the type of students we're talking about that are sitting in this room, it's really difficult. And I really do take this seriously, and I hope that you're at least somewhat satisfied with the results of it. Okay, there's 2 individuals I think really improved more than any other 2 that I could think of within the group. And that would be Mike Lietzo and Daniel Yoon. Okay, at this time I also give awards for what I consider to be outstanding freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. The outstanding freshman in the band this year I felt was definitely David Chung. Yeah! And unfortunately he had a prior engagement and can't be here right now. No, yeah, another place he had to be. Okay. The outstanding sophomore, I could not choose between 2 of them. And so I want both of them to come up and be recognized at this time, and that would be Karen Holcomb and Jill Smith. Okay, the outstanding junior, I also had a problem in that I felt 2 individuals were worthy of this honor. And I'd like for Rachel Guthrie to come up and Elizabeth Lutz.
Thank you. Thanks.
As the yearbook alluded to, for those of you that have had an opportunity to look at it in one little candid shot they had, these 2 individuals are practically inseparable, and I felt they were the outstanding seniors this year, and that is Christine Erickson and Christy Chambers.
You got the spelling right. What do you know?
Wonders never cease. Okay. That should bring us down to the last 2. Okay, first we'll do the Jazz Award, better known as the Louis Armstrong Award. And this year I felt the outstanding jazz student was Tim Jones. Yeah! then I felt the outstanding bandsman overall definitely was Trish Warren. Okay, at this time, I'd like to recognize with a round of applause and give him a personal thank you on behalf of the regiment to this year's Booster Club President, Mr. Rod Lietzo.
What'd you say? Don't cook any hamburgers on the way. Thank you. I hope this is fun. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Zig. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished bandsmen and color guards, ladies, at this time, I'd like to thank all of you for a tremendously wonderful year. Took me a lot of places: Phoenix, Cuesta College, Palmdale.
San Diego.
Yeah, San Diego. And at this time, I would like to recognize my board for this year. And as I call your names, would you please stand up and stay standing until we've reached the bottom of the list? It's a long one. First of all, my secretary, who never made errors on her reports.
All right, Rod.
Patty Mott. My treasurer, who just kept fantastic books with a secret admirer, Barbara Jones. Two of my favorite moms, band vice presidents, Carolyn Erickson, Sally Reed. The other two favorite moms, the color guard moms, vice presidents, Candy Fuqua, Ready of Esperanza. The one who kept me on the straight and narrow at my meetings, my parliamentarian, Diane Lanning. The two people who did an outstanding job at whatever we give them to put in the Blarney, Carl Erickson, Phyllis Gates. For all the wonderful pictures and the fantastic articles in the newspaper and that, our publicity person, Patty Cancel. Now we get down to the real workers of the group. Ways and Means. Our leaders, Tom and Donna Idema. Associate leaders, Joe and Elaine Choi. Other associate leaders, Roger and Pat Hines. These people were not voted in for this particular office that I'm going to name now, but I'm going to recognize them anyhow, and I'd like them to stand. Our button people, Wayne and Kathy Hofer. And last but not least, the couple who refreshed our youngsters after the football games and that, Larry and Lynn Hines. Heinrich, I mean. Let's give them all a big round of applause. I have one more distinguished guest to again recognize. At this time, it gives me great pleasure to call up Carl Erickson, who is our president of the Coordinating Council. A little wagon you pull out with a shovel and sand in it.
No, the rubber ship.
Thank you.
Like a body rod.
That's a hell of a heavy rubber chicken.
I'm not one for speeches, but I just wanted to say thanks to you for all your commitment and you being there and all the work that you've done for us. And I appreciate it, and I'm sure everybody here does as well. Yeah.
Don't drop it.
Yeah. Don't drop it.
Don't drop it. We don't drop it. The express card. Without. Oh, we did.
God, you're so messy.
Yeah.
Even has a knife.
It's a glass chicken. Oh my God. It's popcorn. Oh, thank you.
Don't drop it.
I was going to pick it
In case you can't see it,
Is it nice?
there's our logo is on it. It says JFK Shamrock Regiment, 1988-89, Rod Lisa President. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I have one other thing which I have to do this evening, and that's to recognize this person standing next to me for something else. This is his birthday today. Would you all please join with me in singing happy birthday? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Carl. Happy birthday to you. Thank you very much.
This evening is one of the last opportunities that I'm going to have to be involved in the Shamrock Regiment in this form. But as some of you know, we've been involved in an effort here on Kennedy's campus to coordinate the fundraising activities, the interests and concerns of a number of the groups here on our campus. And fundraising is always a challenge, but we have a new challenge for you. Effective today, we have obtained permission from the city of La Palma. We are going to be conducting a bingo game. I bring this to your attention because, of course, I know in the years in the future you're still going to have things you need and money you're going to want to raise. And the one thing I would like to bring to your attention this evening is this gentleman right here has volunteered to be and been voted into the position of the bingo manager for the first year of our operations, a commitment that I believe will represent not less than 300 hours of his time. And I'd like you all in advance to express your appreciation.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, I will introduce one more couple. They're the co-presidents for the regiment this year, and it gives me great honor and a great pleasure to introduce Tom and Donna Eidemann as our co-presidents for the Shamrock Regiment.
Thanks a lot, Rod. Before we introduce our new board, I'd like to say thanks to all the parents who gave us help last year. And we need all that support again next year. We'll never make it. So, as we call your names, would you please come up?
Yeah, with those whose names get called, please come forward so everyone can see you and recognize you so that they know who to go to when they have a problem in the coming year. Guys, I have to face these people tonight. Our new band vice presidents are going to be Phyllis Gay and Bill Sanders. We get a guy to brush shakos this year instead of all the gals doing all the work. No, we're going to buy a lot of brushes and pass it out, and the kids are going to learn to brush their own shakos and learn to polish their own shoes. And the color guard are all going to learn how to French braid hair. So that's going to make it easier for the parents. Our color guard vice presidents are going to be Yvonne Benson and Nancy Evans. These get to have the fun this summer of getting all these kids in their uniforms and all their money collected and get them on their way and going for the fall, ready for band camp. Ways and Means, which is always the hardest job to fill probably because it's ongoing. We have bingo, however. For you seniors, you won't mind hearing this, but the rest of you will die. We are still going to have candy sales, sausage sales, and car raffle tickets. Because we need money, honey, so you gotta raise it. We have a committee headed by Bob Edmonston. Rodney Crane, and he was not able to attend tonight. Dale Oates. And then Rod Lietzau is also going to be part of the Ways and Means, and he will represent us in both Ways and Means and bingo, but bingo will be his main thrust this year. So we're hoping that's going to be our main source of money. Our recording secretary is going to be Diane Parker to keep us honest. I don't think she's Our treasurer is going to be Kathy Edmonston. She deserves more than a hand. This lady is hungry for work. The only way she can work is if money's coming in, so that that means you guys get to do this year is raise money. Our parliamentarian this year is Jerry Dowd. She's going to keep us on the straight and narrow and get our phone tree going. This is going to be the person that heads up your phone tree and everything. So get the information out to everybody. Our corresponding secretary has, Lydia Viscarando has agreed to be this, to get out our Blarney, to get out a newsletter, and get everything home to the parents. You have a balloon on your head. We've added 2 new board member positions this year. And well, yes, hooked is another word. They were sort of railroaded in at a meeting. The first one is we have added the position of an alumni chairman, and we would like to invite all the seniors and their parents, past seniors and parents that you know, to please join this part of the regiment. This is going to be for alumni, and the co-chairman for this are going to be Carl and Carolyn Erickson. Either end.
Don't sneak out the back door.
That's right. So seniors, you only thought that you were going to be stopped getting called by the regiment. You are going to get called again by them to join the Alumni Association. The other position we added has been unofficial up until this time, and we've made it official this year, and that is the position of publicity chairman, and that has been graciously filled by Patty Cancel. This is your board, and they have willingly agreed to work with all of you, meaning regiment members as students and regiment members that are parents, and they need your support, and we need your support, and you need ours. So please feel free. You'll be getting some information on Tuesday night at the meeting that we're going to have at Walker. Please plan on attending. Is it 7? 7 o'clock at Walker. Please plan on attending because you'll get the information for the coming year, and I think you'll find it very interesting. And it's farewell to seniors and everything, so you'll enjoy it very much. Okay? Thank you very much for coming, and it's been fun to see you.
I'll start to get ready. Sorry.
Yeah, I'll do it. All I have to do is thank you for your help. Thank you. Yeah, just a second. Get out of the way, Before we have a couple of more things to do, and then you guys won't have to have a bunch of talking. We have something exciting coming up. I would like to thank very much all the people that helped put the banquet together with us. We had people here at 2 o'clock this afternoon blowing up balloons and tying Mylar streamers to them and having all of the streamers pre-cut a couple of weeks ago. And I'd like to thank Phyllis Gay and Patty Mon and Lydia Viscarando and Carl Erickson and Mr. Cancel for coming early, and my husband, and putting in a lot of time and effort. Thank you very much. Hello. You guys can probably count who. We have a presentation.
I'm behind Patty. Ooh, that's good. Do you want
This is the color guard thing and the color guard mom.
Sorry, we only got one more. Can the color guard moms from
If you want to talk into that, you'll hear it better.
Can the color guard moms from this year come up?
Thank color guard mom.
We can't thank them enough for the help that they've done for us this year. Because without them, we wouldn't have our hair done, or our hats, or our clothes on practically. And I just want to thank publicly Mrs. Gabe for helping us with the flags for all 4 years that she's
this is like a special present for our color guard seniors. Wait. Come on, Carrie. Here. We'll miss them next year. They've been really, really close to us, and I just want to say we will miss you next year. And really appreciate it. Please come to our shows. Yeah, don't use this.